It is going to be a nail-biter towards the end of this race. Man, this BB&N crew said goodbye. They are just taking off. Again, the middle 500 is where the fatigue sets in, so a lot of the other crews around you are going to slow down, and you can just maintain speed. That's usually enough. But this BB&N crew said, down with that. We are going to speed up. We are going to pull away from everybody here. And they are trying to get that stern deck off connection with St. Mark's. But St. Mark's, again, about a length up from that third place Middlesex crew, maybe a little less, with Greenwich Academy only seats behind Middlesex there. So everybody within striking distance of moving up here. Very, very possible for upward mobility in this petite final. But it is BB&N holding a strong lead. Can't quite get open water on St. Mark's here. And St. Mark's holding about 3/4 of a length of a lead on that third place Middlesex crew. And then it goes back to Greenwich Academy, and then a very close race between NMH and CRLS to determine who will get those 11th and 12th place spots. It is BB&N, St. Mark's, and now you have Greenwich Academy making a small move on Middlesex for that third place spot. Again, this determines places 7 through 12. Winning the petite, certainly bragging rights. But BB&N holding about a length lead over St. Mark's, who holds about a deck lead over that Middlesex crew. And we will see as we get to the end of this middle 500 whether or not BB&N can win the petite from lane 6. A very unusual sighting here at Quinsigamond, but we'll pass it over to Will to see how this petite shapes up.
CRLS in lane 4, Greenwich Academy. In lane 5, St. Mark's. And in lane 6, it's BB&N. A close race here has these crews pitted one against the other, but from this angle now, it's looking like Middlesex and St. Mark's are off to a bit of a lead over the rest of the field. A little bit of swirling wind up there at about 400 meters to go. That's going to be a little tougher to manage in these smaller boats, but the crews seem to be doing a good job of it now. Ratings are a little bit lower, combating some of that swirling wind. It helps to slow things down just a little bit sometimes to be a little more confident about that front end, but crews are going to be looking to wind that up here in the last few hundred meters, starting to get that advantage over their opponents. It's looking like Middlesex here in lane 2, and now BB&N out in lane 6, making that press for that last couple hundred meters, starting to wind it up. But here comes Northfield Mount Herman in lane 1. Look at that. They have jacked that rate. They have started an early sprint. If they can hold this, it's going to bode well for that crew in the light blue unis here in lane 1 as they come across into 2:50 to go up that rate. BB&N in the far lane has responded. They have raised their rating as well, starting to pull out away from the field. In lane 4, that's Greenwich Academy in the green shell, looking to press forward and make their place known here in second place, just behind BB&N as they move in towards their finish line here. It's BB&N, Greenwich Academy, Northfield Mount Herman in the top 3 spots, followed almost even with Middlesex, CRLS, and St. Mark's. It's Northfield Mount Herman pressing out ahead of Greenwich Academy, pulling into that second place spot with BB&N out in the far side. Has BB&N fallen off, or is it just the angle? Nonetheless, it's Northfield Mount Herman with an amazing sprint, hanging on to that finish, that high rate. Northfield Mount Herman across the line. BB&N followed by Greenwich Academy, followed by CRLS and Middlesex, closely followed by St. Mark's. Holy cow, what a race for those 6 crews. Contact from first to 6th all the way through. What a race. Congratulations to all crews, especially Northfield Mount Herman, the winners of the girls' second 4 petite final. And with that, we'll head back to the start line for the boys' second 8 petite final.